This is code.org, and oh no, the elephant attacks! Ah! Write your own sprite interaction. Now the elephant should push the hippo off the screen. Wait, what? Notice that the elephant moves at a random y velocity. Let's check that out. Here's their elephant, here's their y velocity. Oh yeah, and it's going to be a negative number between -3 and -1. The reason it's negative, as we know because we're pros, if I put my cursor down here, you can see y, it says 392. You could also see it down here. And if I pull it way up here, y is 0. So that means if you take away from y, you'll travel upwards, right? Because 0y is up here. And so we give it a negative velocity, -3 to -1. Keep in mind the velocity runs with the draw loops. They're 30 times a second. We're changing the elephant's y location by -3. So 400, 397, so on and so forth. All right, what do we need to do though? Each time it runs, run the program and see. Use the patterns from the last level, write code that makes the elephant push the hippo off the screen. Okay, so we got this like we did last level. Let me just go. We're going to want to use an if statement, right? Because if the elephant is touching the hippo, we need the hippo to get going. Well, what did I just say? If, right? If, a conditional statement. So let me grab if, and I'm just going to drop it right here. Get rid of one of those spaces. We don't need them anyways. If what? What's going to happen? Well, let me go into sprites. What do we want to know? We want to know if the elephant is touching. Oh, wait a minute. I'm saying this is touching. Now, this will return a Boolean, right? A true or a false. So it will say true, well, I don't have a sprite. I have an elephant, and I guess I'll put elephant first. Boop. Elephant. Yep. And then the target, I'll do hippo. Either way, you could put hippo and then elephant. That would have worked too. I think this makes more sense. So if the elephant is touching the hippo, this will be true. Now keep in mind the draw loop runs 30 times a second. So 30 times a second, I'm really annoyingly asking the computer, hey computer, is that elephant touching the hippo? And the computer can only respond true or false, right? So 0 is false, 1 is true, that's binary, but it doesn't matter. It can respond true or false. So if elephant's touching hippo, true, it will say. And then it would run the code inside of this right here. I don't have any, right? So right now it wouldn't do a thing. False, it says, oh, it's false. And it would just go beneath this blue mouth thing. It wouldn't run the code inside if we had any, and it would just keep going. The only time it will run our code inside is if this is true, which is great, because once the elephant touches the hippo, what do we want? Well, we want the hippo to also have a velocity. Are we moving them in the same direction? Yep. So the hippo would have to have a y velocity, and it would need to be negative. So let's do that then. And the only time this will happen is if they are touching. This seems like a lot of code for such a little result. We could make it a random number like them. Actually, I think I will. I'll provide some, oh, did they not give us random? Fine. I'll just pick -2. Let's try it out. So it's not true, and once it's true, boom, hippo has velocity. And if you want to see, watch this, I'm going to do -1 because sometimes the elephant's going to move faster than us, faster than the hippo, and that's fine. Cool. We're going to learn a faster way to do this, a more compact, efficient way to do this, shortly, a better method. Let's keep going.